Hello, this is Philip here with the Batavian. I'm here with Pat Wyson. Pat, it's good to see you.
Good to see you, Phil.
Pat's the director of the Holland Land Office Museum, and he's going to talk to us today about one of their most popular exhibits. I'm going to step out of the way here and let Patrick tell us a little bit about this contraption floating over my head. I don't quite feel comfortable underneath it anyway, so...
Yeah, this is probably our most popular exhibit. It's called the old we call it the old Genesee County Gallows. When in fact it's not a gallows, it's called a gibbet. On a gallows you have a trapdoor. The condemned is standing on the trapdoor. Trapdoor falls, they fall. On a gibbet it's a little bit different. The condemned is standing right here on the ground. The noose comes around their neck. There's a weight off to the side here. The weight goes up to the bracket. When the time comes, they drop the weight off the bracket. The weight drops, skyrockets the person off into eternity. This is one of the only authentic gibbets in the United States. This was actually used on 3 hangings from 1866 to 1881. The history of the object is that in the 1940s it was here along with the rope, but none of the additions were here at the museum. It was just the original front part, and what you had was like this pile of wood in the corner, and people said, yeah, that's the old Genesee County Gallows. Well, the museum ran out of room, and it wound up, and one of the directors of the museum board took it and they stored it. Well, lo and behold, 40 years go by and this guy in Oakfield passes away. And his daughter calls the Genesee County Sheriff and says, hey, we've got this hanging thing in our barn. If you guys don't want it, we're going to burn it. And the sheriff, who was Doug Call at the time, he said, no, wait, we want it. So the Sheriff's Department went out to Oakfield, they picked it up, and they brought it back to Batavia, and it was on exhibit at the Genesee County, it was on exhibit at the Batavia Home Show that weekend. And after that, they decided, okay, now that we've got this piece, what are we going to do with it? And that's when the controversy started. There are certain people that didn't want this in the museum. They didn't want to show this part of history. Others said, yeah, it's history, let's show it. So there's things like there's letters to the editor in the newspaper, pros and cons, whether to have it, whether not to have it. The controversy even made it to the Rochester and Buffalo newspapers. Finally, one day, Genesee Country Village Museum called up and they said, if you guys don't want it, we'll take it. And one of the people that really wanted it here said, look, see how important of an artifact is? Big old Genesee Country Village and Museum, they want to keep it. So that means we should keep it. And today, it's our most popular exhibit. When we get 4th graders in here, they always remember one thing. Any museum they go to, they'll always remember one thing. And this is the one thing that they remember.